Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Man, Antonelli here.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How we doing? Man, Antonelli here. Today we're talking about this potential huge deal that could be happening in Major League Baseball. Three-team trade between the Yankees, the Mets, and the Marlins. So I'm going to kind of, if you haven't heard about it, which I'm sure a lot of you have, I'm going to kind of break down what the rumor of the deal is at this point. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about if I think it's actually going to go through, and if it does, who I think will end up winning the trade. I'd also like for you guys in the comment section below to put your thoughts as well. Do you think it's going to happen? And if it does, what do you think about the trade? Let me know. I'd like to discuss that. Okay, so let's talk right now about kind of the parameters of the deal, or at least the rumors of what this deal is going to potentially look like, okay? And so you've got Syndergaard going over to the Yankees, okay? Absolute stud going there. You've got Real Muto and something else. Right now, I don't think we know what it is, but something else going to the Mets. And then we've got Andujar going over to the Marlins, along with some prospects, okay? So a lot of, this is a big deal, right? This is a big deal. It's hard to complete three-team deals. You don't see it very often in the major leagues. You've got a couple other interesting things going on here. You've got the Yankees and the Mets potentially trading here, which never happens when it comes to major league players. Last time it happened was 2004. So got to go in the Wayback Machine for that to happen, okay? You've got absolute just top-of-the-line players, okay? You've got Syndergaard, who at such a young age has had just an amazing career so far, and here's a guy that's going to be, I think he's going to be dynamite for years and years to come, a potential Cy Young Award winner. You've got Real Muto, who is one of the top catchers in the game. Right, so he's an all-around just great player, offensively, defensively. You look at his offensive stats I was looking at last year in the major leagues when it comes to catchers. He was in the top 5 of pretty much every category. So top 5 in batting average, RBI, home runs, slugging percentage, on-base percentage. So he's great behind the plate. So he's just a tremendous player. The Mets desperately want him. Like, they're just trying to figure out any way that they can get him. He seems to be their guy. I don't think they're going to stop until they finally do get him. There's a lot of teams that want him, though. I've seen rumors of up to like 7 teams, possibly more, that really, really want this guy. And so the Marlins are going to move him, I think. I don't think there's any doubt about that he's going to get moved. With all of these bidders, I think they're going to be able to get a really nice deal. So now it's just going to depend on what they feel is the best deal, okay? So you've got him, and then you've got Andujar, who, again, last year, rookie, really young player that put some huge power numbers, great offensive numbers, not the greatest third baseman in the world, but can really swing the bat at such a young age, right? And so here's somebody that offensively, at least, is going to be really impressive, I think, for a long time as well. And then there's going to be some prospects, again, thrown into that deal. So a lot of things going on. Syndergaard, so I jotted down a few notes. Syndergaard is under contract for 3 more years. We've got Real Muto for 2 more years, and Andujar for 5 more years. So that's kind of the big thing, that the Marlins want prospects, but they also want a player that's under control, a major league player, obviously a quality player that's under control for a long time. And so Andujar kind of fits what they're looking for right there. So really, really interesting deal here. Now, what do I think is going to happen? I think it's really hard for all this to come together. I think for a 3-team deal to happen is difficult. I would say that, I mean, I think these teams are all kind of getting what they want. I think the Yankees really want another starting pitcher, and to get Syndergaard would be really, really nice. I think the Mets, like I said, really want Real Muto. I think they're going to do whatever they can to get him. And I think the Marlins, again, depending on what the prospects are, And I think Andujar is a nice player to get if you're looking for a guy under control for a long time. So I think, although everyone's kind of getting what they're looking for, I still think it's going to be really, really hard to finalize this thing and get it to finally push through. I do think the Mets end up getting Real Muto. I think they're going to get him. I don't think they're going to allow anyone else to get him. I just don't know if this trade's going to go through. I think it would be it'd be really exciting to see this deal go through, but I just think it's going to be difficult. So that's kind of where I fall on this, okay? Again, I think if it did go through, I think for the Mets, they're going to need to get something on top. I mean, you're sending your absolute young stud pitcher away. So I think, really, I think that might determine whether this deal goes through or not, is what else do they get on top of their guy. And so, again, I try to do as much research as possible. I don't know who that player or players is or could be, but I think it probably comes down to that. But again, I'm going to say that the deal probably doesn't go through, but I do think they get Real Muto in some way. Not a 3-team deal, but probably just a one-on-one deal here. So that's kind of my prediction. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you think it's going to happen, and if it does, who do you think's winning out on this deal? I'd be really interested to hear. And that's all I got. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Go and check out our other videos. We've got a ton of different videos on kind of all this free agent and trades and all this stuff, as well as all of our instructional videos and kind of our behind-the-scenes look at Major League and Minor League Baseball. So go check all that out if you have not done so already. Give it a thumbs up. Share the video with all your friends. Check the description box below. All that good stuff. And we'll talk to you later.